Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. But give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, sloppy conditions with this rain. A lot of times I feel like if you got a quarterback that can handle the ball, he can help you out. But here you can see the ball just gets away from him, goes up into the air, and the defense sees it, comes up with an early interception.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. So California's offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Using his legs on the scramble. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And now they'll run it on the draw. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Golden Bears line up on 1st and 10 now. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Golden Bears looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The back's got it. They'll tackle him right at the 31. And the Sun Devils looking to run some tempo here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half. The Sun Devils will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And they're able to get him down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down coming up.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Cal 7, Arizona State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, and he'll get there. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Cal's offense back out on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll tackle him at the 27.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Ott.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Coming up, fourth down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quick catch over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Sun Devils are going to cash in this red zone trip. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Running back. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
The Bears will take over 1st and 10.
Cal's offense takes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man, trying to extend the play. Receiver makes the catch, breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Another great play by this receiver, and I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
But the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Pass not complete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw again. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, You draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And that run produces a decent gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And the Sun Devils come up to the line in the hurry-up. And the same runner's got it again. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. You got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, ASU. Still no answer for this offense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So California's offense back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Golden Bears will have first and 10 here. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Makes the first down. That pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the outside. It's Scatterbo. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. A handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Golden Bears move into the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's running out of time here. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official's going to call intentional grounding here. Important third down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
They're 1 for 3 so far on fourth down attempts. Can they convert here? Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Cal.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting. The yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
They're set now to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first and 10, looking to throw, bringing pressure.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Brown. Tackle, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
Well, the offensive line has got to do a better job of accounting for players on the second and third level. They do a good job with the defensive front, but the strong safety sneaks by him and comes up with a sack.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He's got a man down the middle. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Here comes a handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Down he goes, a sack. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mendoza. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Golden Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it with the draw play. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for a no gain.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
The Golden Bears pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. Got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's reeled in. It's Scatabo. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you've worked on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it. And
he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Cal. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. Clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Arizona State, 21.
Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out this.
The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Caught quickly. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And the Golden Bears trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And
touchdown, Golden Bears. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he fields it inside the 15. And they get it to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The Sun Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his back. Pulls it in. It's Scatterbo. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
On the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. 2nd and long for this offense after the sack. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. At the 30 now. And that turnover will finish the football game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks and the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.